is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles, and we buy and sell things for our 2 antique booths and the 2 antique malls that we're in. Plaza Antiques in Lincoln Park, Michigan, and Maumee Antiques in Maumee, Ohio. And look at the weather. There's a bunch of garage sales, subdivision, and a little bit of a Citywide sale in South Rockwood today. And I don't know, man. We might be on a wild goose chase. I'm not sure if anything is going to be open or not, but we're going to get out there and see what we can find. So it's supposed to get better in a little while. So hopefully within a few hours this will be all lifted. So come on along with us. So the first sale we're supposed to go to is a barn sale. It's supposed to open at 8 o'clock. It's like 8:02 right now. And this seems to be a new trend around here. I don't know if you guys are experiencing this, but I'm getting a lot of sales that are advertised on my Facebook groups that don't include the address, or they want you to PM them for the for where it's at. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I don't know. I'm reluctant to message somebody regarding an address. Now this one says the road, which is a short road, so I think I can find it. But yeah, this is kind of a new trend. So let me know what you guys are thinking out there and what's happening around your area. Well, it looks like it's right here. The barn sale way back here. It was a great first sale and everything is wrapped. But I got all kinds of jadeite, and I got a carnival piece, and some really old ashtrays, an old planter, and a chicken, and all kinds of good stuff. So stay to the end so I can show you everything. So that was an awesome sale. I was the first one there, and I got so much good stuff. That was amazing. Anyway, so we are pretty close to South Rockwood. We're just going to take a little drive up here, see if anybody's open, and then we're going to head to some of the subdivisions that I want to hit today and see what we can find. So this is one of my favorite neighborhoods in South Rockwood. I have gotten amazing things in here. Lots of blow molds one year, but I don't see anybody open. It's a little bit early. It's only about 8:30. I think I'm gonna have to come back later and see. The rain might have killed it today, but it's supposed to clear up in a couple hours, so we'll see what happens here. So every year around here there's a fireman's festival this weekend, and at that weekend there's always 2 subdivision sales that happen right around it. For obvious reasons, they get a lot of traffic, so they can get a lot of people coming by. So that's the 2 subdivision sales we're going to. So like I said, the rain could kill it. I don't know. We'll check it out. Rock here for $1. Cool, it's all crystal on the inside. And these mesh belts sell really good for me at Maumee. They don't even have to be really old, but when I put them on mannequins, they sell usually that day. So I got both of those for $1 each. Well, the only thing I got there is this Lululemon. I don't know if it's a clip for something or whatever it is, but my daughter is kind of crazy over Lululemon stuff right now. So I got that for $1. The original price was $20 on that, so that was good. Here, and look at all the stuff I got. A lot of it's new, but very vintage looking. This will be really good saleable stuff. So I just got a lot of stuff at that sale, and the people were telling me there was people at their house at 7 o'clock this morning buying stuff. So I'll tell you, I can't imagine going that early, especially on a rainy day, and they start at 9. It seems to me you just would be driving around, but apparently it was to their advantage because they had a box of deer antlers, which I'd have bought that in a minute flat, and they probably were really reasonable because their prices were really reasonable. So still a lot of good finds. I'm really happy with that one. So there was only 2 sales in like 3 subdivisions, but I think it's because of the rain. So I think I'm going to come back later, and I'm going to go on over to the beach area, which is by Lake Erie, and see what they got there. There's a bunch of sales out there too. There's a community yard sale here. So in Monroe, along the shoreline of Lake Erie, there's all these little beach communities, and apparently they're all having community-wide sales today. But I'll tell you what, I've only been to one, and it was quite the dud. So I don't know how this is going to go. I did see one down this way. So I was here at this beach yesterday, and I hit a couple of them, did quite well, but there was only like 2 or 3 of them. So the weather's finally starting to clear up a bit. Maybe we'll get some action here. We'll see if we get some more sales opening. There's a sign up here, so hopefully this is one. I've seen a lot of signs, but no sales. And there's a garage. It's like a lot of crap in there. Let's see if there's anything in here. Somewhat open. Check out what I just got. 2 blow molds, perfect shape for $3 each. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a giant American flag out here. I'm not sure what the heck is going on here this weekend, but it looks kind of cool. So I went to that garage sale there, and to be honest, I've gone to 5 or 6 sales, and I can't find anything. But what's going on with this big flag over here is it's a veterans fishing tournament, so that's why there's a giant flag out there. That's kind of cool. Finally, I got something. Nothing that spectacular. I got these precious moments for $1 a piece. I usually put between 5 and 7 on them. They're not big ticket prices, but at least I got something. I have not been doing really well. The weather's really killed it for these little beach areas. Companions, Friends of Companion Animals. It's a cat rescue and adoption center. They have a little store here and they have 50% off, so we're gonna go check that out. What I got there was this little sparkly purse for $2.50. I think I can get 10 out of that all day. So yeah, that was a good buy, and I got lots of information because I have a couple little wild cats around my house, so that I want to fix up and maybe either get fixed or place into homes. One seems kind of tame, so I'm working on that. So okay, let's see what we can find next. So we're back at another beach area. We're going to check this out. Check this out. Look at all the old stuff I got. It's kind of bagged up, so I can't show you all of it right now, but man, I did good. I got some milk glass and some baking stuff and really nice old vintage items. That was great. So now we're going back to Rockwood and see what we can find. Check out what I just got. These were $2 each. There's like turquoise chips, and then there's a bracelet. Those are really nice. That was a good price. So there's a sale behind this house here I'm going to go to. Holy moly, you should see what I got. I got dog statues, I got pink depression, I got a ton of Fenton, I got a ton of Pyrex. It's all wrapped up right now, but when I get home I'm going to unwrap it all so you can see it. This one I got a ton of stuff at a couple years ago, so we'll see what they got this year. Out what I got for $1, and it's a huge one. That's $30, $40 all day. Check out all this stuff, and it's not even all of it. Today was one of the best days I have had in a very, very long time. And boy, oh boy, I mean, like I said, there's still 2 more boxes I haven't pulled out yet. So let's go through everything and I'll tell you what I paid for it all. So all of this down here, including all of these Pyrex bowls, this Fenton, there's some sandwich glass, more Fenton, pink depression bowls, and this Italian piece, which I'm not even sure what that's worth yet. All of this, I paid $50 for all of it. It is filthy. It's going to take me a long time to clean it. It's got even some mouse poop in there. But you know what? This is going to be just beautiful when it's done. So that was probably the best deals I've had in a long time. It's a nice big crackle picture there. Not including this window. This window I paid $5 for. But all of this here, that was an awesome deal. So I'm really pleased this punch with it. It's going to be quite a job to clean this up. That's what I'm going to be doing next. But once it's cleaned up, it will look beautiful. So that was one of the sales that I hit in South Rockwood. All these action figures I paid $1 for. I get between $5 and $10 for those depending on which one they are. There's a Transformer here too. Transformers can be pretty pricey, so I don't know yet. I gotta look that up. I'm thinking I can get at least $5 to $10. Here's some jewelry. I didn't get much jewelry today, but I got a little bit. Some turquoise sets. I paid $4 for the set. And some little toys I paid $0.25 each that I'll put in some grab bags. Now over here, I paid $1. Well, $2 for the picture and $1 for each of them. These are reproduction pieces, but they are nice, and I do use those in my booth quite a lot. The people like them, and they sell very well. So I put some of that in there along with the antiques. These soldier blow molds were $3 each. One is worth about $48 on eBay. So I don't know. Realistically, I'd be happy to get about 50 or 60 for the pair, but I only paid $6 for them, so that was awesome. Over here, check out this big turkey. $1. Couldn't believe it. At least $30, if not 40. That's a nice old piece. This Game Hero, even though it looks old, it's actually new. I paid $1 for it. It was at Home Goods for $4.99. That's probably what I'll sell it for, maybe $3 or $4 or $5. The Precious Moments I paid $1 for. I usually get about $7.99 on those. Here's a jar. I don't believe the jar is old. It's got a candle holder in it. I'll probably get probably $7, $8 for that. And the same with this Wonder Woman cup. Usually I get between $5 and $10 for these mugs that have different cartoon characters or different people on them. Now over here, all of these items, except for one little vase, I paid $1 for. This was a dealer that I used to buy a lot of stuff from. So he was getting rid of stuff. So probably $10 on that picture. I'm thinking 8 to 10 on that little wood thing with the tree on it. These little ones here, probably between $5 and $10 for each of them. This vase I gotta look up. That might be a $15, $20 vase. I'm not sure if that's Fenton or not, but I gotta look that one up. But what a deal. Little shoes and everything. So this is the first section of all the stuff that I got. But can you believe this? This was a great day. This is the way it used to be. I'm glad to see it's coming back to that. And I need the stuff, so because I am running out of stock and I got to have a lot for the winter. So let's look at the next batch. Here's a little behind the scenes stuff that happens. That stuff was so filthy, it is not coming in my house. So I wash it with a soapy bucket of water and I rinse it with a hose. And then I will do it again when I get in the house with some toothbrushes and really get the details. But at least the main garbage is off of it because I don't want anything coming in my house that hasn't been at least washed somewhat. So let's see what else we got. Just another note about cleaning this stuff. Often I use like a bleach and water solution to sanitize things. Sometimes I've run things to the dishwasher. Sometimes this glass can't handle it. But you need to sanitize it because a lot of this stuff was out in the garage or in the barn for years and it's just got a lot of goop on it. And we've already had our first fatality over here. I just broke that pitcher. Oh well, I'm usually the one that breaks everything, not the customers. This jewelry here came from a bag lot of jewelry for $2 and I kind of went through it quickly. This stuff here, mighty fancy collars, I believe, and a bunch of earrings ain't really worth much. And then this is the stuff here I can sell separately. These are nice old glasses. I don't know what those are worth. They got to be worth $4 or $5. And some pearl earrings and beaded earrings, a couple little rocks, and a tiara I could probably get about $5 for. So I'll probably make at least $10 out of all that stuff, and then I'll just put this stuff back in the bag and sell it as a bag lot. So here's the last of the stuff that I got at the South Rockwood Citywide sale, which is basically mainly one subdivision and a few other subdivision sales around in my area on the rainy day. But as you can see, it got better. We still don't see the blue. We have a lot of the smoke from the Canadian wildfires, so we're not really seeing the sun too much. So anyways, let's go through it. These are 2 jadeite pieces. $2 a piece. Can you believe that? They're worth $30 to $40 each. This little box here is an old Japan jewelry box. It's in really good shape too. See if I can get it open for you. Really nicely done. And that's worth about $25. I got that little purse at that companion animal sale for $2.50. That's probably worth $10. This is new. It's a little bird hook thing. I paid $1 for. It's probably worth about $6 or $7. Let me come on over to here. These are lipstick holders. I got them for $1 a piece. I couldn't believe it. $10 to $15 each. This little chicken I paid $1 for. It's probably worth maybe $7. These 2 boxes here, I've been paying a little bit more money for things. I'm trying to get out of my dollar girl thing that I always do. These were $3 each. I'm sure I can get 10 a piece for those. And then this little ceramic box here, I paid $2. I probably can get 8 out of that. This little bird planter, I paid 75 cents. And I'm sure I can get $6, $7 for that. This little carnival piece, I actually bought from my neighbor. They have been asking me to find this piece for probably 2 years. Paid $3 for it. I'm going to give it to them. If they don't want it, I'll probably put it for about $15, $20. This piece here is newer. I paid $1. I'll probably put 8 or 9. Now these ashtrays here are kind of funny. My mother had these in her house back in the 70s, so I knew they were old. I paid $1 a piece, and they are worth between $15 and $25 each. So that was a good find. This is a newer piece, this little candelabra type of thing. I paid $1, probably worth 10 or 12, and these frames are newer. I paid $1 each. They're probably worth $6, $7 a piece. This is also some newer stuff out here, but this kind of stuff looks really good with antiques, and our mall allows us to bring a certain amount of this kind of stuff. So that little pedestal, I believe all of this I paid $1 a piece for. And I'm sure I can get 5 to 10 out of all of this. So that's all the stuff that I got at the South Rockwood and subdivision sales. So this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles saying goodbye, and we'll see you again. Bye.